Grand on rise, beloved. How y'all doing? What good, what good, what good, what good? Drink water. Grand rising. Drink water. Grand rising. Drink water. Leading by example out in this 110. Loving on it. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, what's good out there, y'all? I'm gonna try to keep it I'm gonna try to keep it about this level. Y'all cool with that? The reason I'm over here by the driving range and stuff. And so I don't want to be real loud. I know I can bring attention, topics I have and things we talk about. And I can carry a good pitch for about 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. It just depends on what the story is, what we talking about, stuff like that. Very interesting day. I wanted to chime in. I was listening to Flacco over there, Poet. Shout out to everybody out there, do what they do. Before we start, all praises to the Most High. And topic we be talking about, may he rest in power, Nolan Wells. And in that, give so much due respect and love and thank you for the Wells family. Gotta be tough to pay attention as a father and mother out there. I'm a father. To want to keep the ear close to anything that can bring a perspective, or especially when you don't know how all the ins and outs of things and things like that. So that's the first part of the topic. Before we get to talking about it, what I've learned doing this content creating and stuff like that is, sit back, know the ins and outs, get a lot of the stuff that evidence, or you say receipts and all that stuff, but you really can't get none because you just being many of us just being backseat lawyers and stuff like that, predictions and things like that. So I know I've learned to listen and wait for a lot of the substance to come about, especially when it comes to our. But I understand why. So we talk about the things why. Climate today, today's climate. Today's climate is went in so many ways has continues to try to go backwards. Right? Today's climate continues to try to go backwards, thinking it's going to take situations of today to go backwards and feel like that's going to be the redemption of what happened back then, or da-da-da, right? And we'll get to what I'm talking about more. But reflecting and knowing, understanding we're not in the 60s, we're not in the 70s, we're not in the 80s. Might feel like the 90s, 2000s, stuff like that. Purpose, what's the meaning in that? What am I saying? Like during the Obama era, right? The same climate permeated itself to showcase a black and white thing. Why? Because you had a chocolate president come in, right? And folks didn't like that, right? Certain handful. So push a racial buzz and stuff like that to permeate this, so that the dislike of having a black president, anything else come with it, it's disliked. Make sense? Surely. So now the shoe on the other foot, same thing. Same thing. If you can't win, I look at it, if you can't win by the human effect and what's catered to today, rather than what the pressure points and pressure cookers and stuff of yesterday was, which was a reality, right? Day so different, right? Can't win because don't have enough money. Can't win because too much pollution within the politics, right? Can't win because not viable candidates can stand on and have credit, right, in front of you and not have an issue, any kind of background noise that prevents them to go forward. Keep that in mind. So we thank the family, the Wells family, right, for understanding the pressure. Because as a parent, Shirley could come out with some of the things and rhetorics and some of the commentaries like one of the ones you was talking to, Flacco. I'm sure they don't feel that way. But it sure does when people around in that aura, in this time and day, bring back that with that attention and stuff. And instead of looking at a young man passed away, a student passed away, an athlete passed away, a son passed away, a friend passed away, somebody's cousin, somebody's family passed away. Why do I say that? You would hope and wish that in this time and era and the boiling of it, the dynamics, I wonder how we would feel, how many would feel if we had a black president or even a Hispanic president, Japanese, some, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Flacco? Now, why do I say that? Because color matters to some people. Color matters to a lot of people still. Hurt people. People that, you know, we shall overcome. Ain't gonna never overcome. Nothing will never satisfy them. Do you see that? I hope you do. You know that because you did the interview or you flashed over it. And I'm not talking bad about nobody, but what I'm saying is these are what we call scholars at what they do, prominent folks that should have the volume. But I understand, I do. Still young, still takes so much personal, right? Like them whips on the back and their foot getting cut off, like happened to them and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? All right, now, I just want to bring perspective to you, give you things to look at and think about, pretty much to balance the situation. If anything I can hold within to allow patience to instill, allow the law enforcement, right, who said, seal this up, do this, we're going to, come back this way instead of be involved with all the noise and stuff like that. And it's just noise permeated with what should be the truth or trying to bring the truth, right? I understood what doing that for, because bring back now, let us do that because the noise is so loud, right? What kind of shot, I think about it when I look back, what kind of shot Nolan would have had if all the rhetoric outside of it, why he with these vanilla folks and what, you know what I'm saying? All this, stop being around vanilla folks and white, all this black and white, all this. I wondered if anybody looked at it like this, like young folk. Now, be aware now. What I did was I just took up about 10 minutes of time of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 soldiers. Majority was vanilla and 1 black standing there. Now, they was of age, they sergeants and stuff like that, so they average is 30. But we talked about it, The young chocolate one said same thing I said. He said, it wasn't racist. They was little, like tipsy, something, and around them boats and water and alcohol don't mix. It just don't. And something happened, and just like teenagers, kids, and everything else, like me and you, right? Would expect catch some of them in your house and stuff, and you notice you want to say, nah, he ain't these many, they make propaganda of this. They never met Nolan's mom, and they never came over the house, and all that. Guess what? Didn't nobody want to come over my house when my mama was home either. So Nolan gone. So Nolan can't say, yeah, mom, I had such and such over the house while you was Cause half the time when they at the house by themselves, they don't want you to know what they doing. They teens. I just want you to think about that. I'm not saying that if they win or not, I'm just saying how many teens come knocking at your door to come over your house, parents, when you home. You know what I mean? Not too many. Cause you ain't finna let shut up all that cussing up in there playing that game. All that you ain't finna walk back. They know that. They can't beat them in front of you. Okay. Then the next one. Sean just gonna come honest with you, beloved. I ain't saying nothing about the Wells family or nothing. I don't know them. I know they doing a good job of standing up and, steadfast, but I'm hoping they, understand where I'm coming. Look, okay, Sean, and I'm just throwing in scenarios. Scenarios I know when I was growing up. Where you like to stay at? Where you like to go when you had your little vanilla friends in your neighborhood? They knew they couldn't come to my house. I stayed in too much trouble. Everybody watching the house. Could you go over their house? Yeah. Didn't nobody think nobody. Everybody blending in. Sean over there, so he must not be in no trouble. Let him do that. And I wouldn't when I was over there in their house. See what I'm talking about? Then watch it. Your house compared to their house. They had everything. Extra cameras, all kinds of stuff. Why y'all got all this stuff? Yeah. Y'all don't watch TV? Y'all got a projector? You know what I mean? Watch this. Let go of your house. I ain't got all this stuff. Y'all got the Atari. I just VCR. We got a VCR. Y'all got the VCR, when we gonna go to my house? The downgrade? I'm just saying. I ain't trying to say like my mama wasn't working hard or anything like that. I'm just equating at y'all house, at my house. At y'all house, at my house. See, at my house, y'all want something to drink? Yeah, let me make this Kool-Aid real quick. Yeah, you gotta see where I'm at, my house. 1470 something. I can't go back that far. If I do, tell you how old I am. You know what I'm talking about? My house, some Kool-Aid. Might be some cookies in the cookie jar, but I ain't the type of kid to keep running like, you ain't ate up all the damn cookies, boy. What if we have some guests? Look at you, Sean. Mama, I don't bring nobody. I'm just me. You want some cookies? Go to their house. I don't know what it's about them. There's a different. I eat up everything. Your kid eat up everything. You ain't leave nothing. Fam. Be fam. Kids. You know, I'm talking boomers and all that. You didn't leave nothing. Go over your friend's house. They don't be snacking like that. They got all kinds of entertainment and stuff. They ain't got time to be snacking on stuff. They got all kinds of stuff to do. Yeah, you want a snack? Y'all got snacks? Why you all over their house? They got snacks. They got them little fruit juice things, juicy things. They don't have to make Kool-Aid. It's like, and if you ask for another one, yeah, go on get another one. It's like they be raised like, you don't eat the snacks, this from the guest. You get guests. Sean's all over there. Okay, that's one. All right, so then they children, they kids. One of the biggest things that you don't hear and nobody takes in consideration. I know the coach said, no, Nolan wasn't sloppy. That's what somebody said. No one sloppy, drunk. He was coherent. That still don't mean that he wasn't tipsy. That he didn't have a few. And that everybody out there wasn't having a few. We noticed how in there, they said, yeah, they had a couple in there just going ham. And the mama said, hey, So some folks was over there tipsy. And then there was some folks more than tipsy. See, nobody bringing this up. Nobody bringing up because no breathalyzers was done, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Who, would, woo, woo. See what I'm talking about? People still moving, right? Moving around. I found it ironic, beloved. So Nolan situation happened right before, pay attention, follow me. I'm just connecting some dots and trying to figure things out in this world that we live in. Carmelo Anthony happened. Okay. Things like SPLC comes and rectifies. Yeah, we've been getting money to not do this and do not. So you're in communication. You see what I'm talking about? A group or organization is in communication with other folks that, okay. So there's a linkage there. Don't let me put anything in your head. I'm just going off with the courts, the hearings, the committees and stuff like that. I'm not making this up, am I, beloved? SPLC's up and all that stuff? Okay. And who was in lieu with all that? Okay. And so so raise the racial program back up. What reasons? Smell that. Oh, let's keep pushing pressure. Young lady, rest in peace, found hanging. And is anybody seeing in the irony of the consideration all this after, and even the young man at that school, I think one of them schools found hanging and stuff, and then the SPLC stuff come out? Anybody linking any of this? Okay. So ride hard on this to make this permeate this racial tension. And it's sad because grown folks don't want to look at a young man passed away, a son, somebody's son, an athlete, college student. None of that. Little black boy shouldn't have been with these white folks. Why, at the same time, when you're looking at when it was the boats and all that, and you see a lot of like, oh, Nolan ain't the only one starting off in these parties and stuff. It's just a couple of folks that Nolan entertained more chose to go to this island. Notice how and Flacco, you caught it, you know what I'm saying? Demonstratize it, inject the program of it with racism. What kind of island? That's what they call the island? Damn. Because if they would have called it W Devil, I don't think Nolan was, huh? Yeah, this is strange. Now, nobody bringing up the fact. Why? Beloved, come on, parents. Come on, parents. Go like this. Come on, parents. Come on, parents. This is trio. Oh, Scholar over there sitting with his big ass head. Ain't nobody talking about these kids were definitely intoxicated. Go like this. And they were under 21. Everybody go like this. And while being intoxicated on these boats, ain't nobody of age. Go like this. Gotta distort this because more people gonna get in trouble when it come out like this. Why hide if the toxicology and all this stuff and all that? Because if you find out that he was intoxicated, that means others around him were intoxicated. And not only whoever or whatever happened is a situation, but then who was monitoring and who allowed these intoxicated kids to watch this. You say you talk to somebody with a C. Of course the C gonna say, nah, everybody that's a parent gonna say, nah, he wasn't. They got to. If you admit to that, that opens a lot of the box. See how it go? Now, in a perfect world we ain't in, but you would like that. It's sad that we can't come this way because that allows when we use the race card and do all that stuff and line it up with Emmett Till and back there and all, we shut down the possibilities of finding the truth. We shut down the possibility of scared young men and women coming forward and speaking on a young man's life and not equating it to a racist situation. Don't y'all see that? So what I'm asking, what Sean just asking, you put yourself in the folks around Nolan Wells' situation, may he rest in power, what it already looks like. See what I'm talking about? When you hear, Flacco, when I heard you say they was on the phone, is he dead? Is he dead? That was a panic because you already know. On the phone and you committing a crime, so allegedly somebody's saying, that don't even, because watch. Though in the panic and the shock, alcohol, that ain't saying they stupid. Are we? You see what I'm getting at? Just don't add up. But what do add up, panic and alcohol involved? See what I'm talking about? Let's say something happened. Nobody's indicating that these young people were tipsy, whatever. Ain't nobody indicating. There was already issues dragging a boat back and forth, this and that, and already, right? Young man slip, do something, whatever. Everybody too messed up to get the boy back in the boat. I'm just thinking stuff. In the midst of that happening, who knows what happens, right? I'm not gonna sit up here with that because I understand them folks down there gonna not quickly, but do their due diligence to allow the truth to come out. No doubt, because I know they don't want this over their head as being a hate crime or something like that. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't feel, just me, okay? It's just me. I don't feel it was a hate crime. I just don't. But what I do feel, it was tension because of the alcohol. Fighting. Alcohol bring out spirits. Just it. That's just it. I do believe there were, this is my alleged, this is my thinking. Nolan wanted to talk to somebody and somebody, it's not I don't think it's just me personally, black and white thing, is it, they don't talk to my girl. That's my old girl or woo. When they find out more and more, I think we're gonna see some why. You know how life story and all that stuff come out the end. Oh, this is why did you know what I'm talking about? Nolan was like digging a young lady, whatever, young lady digging him, whatever. But somebody in that no. That's in black, white, green, orange, anything. Jealousy. No, I won't talk to her. Definitely covering up in so many ways because they scared. Them children have been told, shh, I'm telling you, because alcohol was involved. And ain't nobody saying that. Nobody. Even the smart ones, they ain't registering this. See what I'm talking about? Case in point. How many have we seen get in trouble because a house party or whatever out of control? Young folk drinking. And the older folk there, a fight, something happened. And the older folk, you come on in here with us. Come on in here. But I was upstairs. Is this your house? Yeah. Did you hear this loud music? Well, I knew they was partying downstairs. And we got all these bill cans we done collected, and there goes some Cavasse, Hennessy, and everything around there. You ain't know about that either. Y'all better stop out here playing with people, man. What you gonna tell the cops in your house party your child having, and you let them have, because you'd rather have the house party in there than rather have somewhere else, because you can monitor that stuff and da. And as long as y'all don't kill nobody, stop playing. But they get a fight or something, they too loud or whatever. And who in charge of this? Then ran upstairs and jumped in a robe and got out the. I'm thinking about some Ice Cube movie or something. Okay. So that's just my my social climate on it. Folks trying to get back in that dough. Just like my brother right here, just like my brother talking about that THC. Saying something. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. We knew better. You see what I'm talking about? We see things. Them folks ain't getting it from the distribution shops and stuff like that, getting it off these folks' home, whatever they getting them, right? And them folks still letting people put fentanyl in it and spike it and do all this sort of stuff. And, our political scheme can see when we, partaking in our herbs and stuff and our face turn green and stuff like that. They know. Keep telling y'all stupid asses that they follow, man. We ain't got these nail links in our eyes for no reason. It's a purpose. And y'all be thinking it's funny games and stuff. No. Just because we walk around, it's done. Ain't nothing I can do about it. And I'm not trying to really, I don't be concerned about it unless I, want my privacy. Shit, cover that mug up. You know how to do that. I could be a one-eyed jack. We had cyclones up in this mug once before. They was able to run around and terrorize and still see how to do this and do that. So I can do that within my hours and stuff when I'm having my own peace and stuff like that. But when I'm out that door and I need both eyes and stuff like that, you can see what you want to see, because I ain't no criminal. Even when I'm in my house and I'm doing my own thing, I just want my own little privacy and know that you're trying to look and see what I see. And I don't want you to see what I see, because I'm excited what I see, what I'm seeing. And you go overexcited inside, and then you linking up with my spirit inside. Then you trying to live my life. Stop playing with me. But go outside and stuff, yeah. Is that a criminal? Catch him. You see him? Catch him. I don't care, white, green, orange, black, green, well, you're going against the laws of the land. Laws of the land that prevent our little kids to be out there with hopscotch and jump rope and skipping and scattering and stuff like that. Yeah, catch them, going in, all that stuff, yeah. So the full moral of the story is, no disrespect to him, is what it is. you hear more of this rhetoric, because like Flacco said, that's the interesting things that I like to hear, see. A couple of things. The black folks that are around in that community, how they feel. They talk about the young lady coming forward. They honor her for that, all right, being honest and things like that, because that's the key to getting forward and getting things done. More of them will come about, but not allowing it to go into a race volume because they know their community better than outside do, all right? When you already hear people in their feelings talking about Mississippi burning and maybe that's the, and it's like, it's orchestrated crap. Here go this orchestrated crap. Now, don't get it wrong, beloved. Sean ain't saying that there's not pockets of racism that just exist like that for real, for real. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. But we didn't talk about the factors of how many times your president been aimed at? Huh? So I'm wondering, is these same racist folk trying to kill the president? Because he ain't racist enough or something? Don't y'all find that strange? And you can question, well, I think it's fake. I don't know. I was looking at that one by the ear, that one hit. Shh. That didn't look like this. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody knew when it was. But did it look like after somebody, when it happened, like, because they're like me, oh, y'all trying to kill me. Oh, y'all trying to kill me. In front of folks. You know what I'm talking about? And you be like, nah, you didn't. Well, you know, I watched that Cube. I watched the video with Cube and Dre, you know, when Dre was saying Barack and got in the car and I would have ran somewhere and then be like, you know, in the car in the bulletproof. You ain't get me. Now drive all up in the crowd. Drive. You ain't get me. Yelling out the window in the bulletproof car and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I give. Well, he had folks around him too, because they shoot again and he had his folks around him, so one of them would have caught the bullet. So yeah, if I would have, because they grabbed him and they just stood around him and then you couldn't see him. And up there, y'all would have did that too. I was like, y'all got me? Y'all shield me. And I would have ducked down a little bit though. You sorry. See, he did better than me because I would have, give me the mic. Give me that mic. Secret. This is not going to be a secret. This is televised. You see what I'm talking about? And I would have been, this is for the Wells family because I'm trying to get them, you know, they, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all? Ducking down like this. Now, hey, you didn't get me. Hey, fool, we gonna get you though. Mm-hmm. Now your turn. You know what I'm talking about? Like that, been trying to. Our climate is strange. The brother say, no, that ain't true about the TLC. That ain't, don't believe that. But then the other side, who I see, that's why I thank you, bro. Propaganda, see what I'm talking about? To get you swinging. And you see me, bro, you see me, right? Excuse me. God got me burping. You see me, right? I'm gonna play with them. They made this whole thing a game, so chess on checkers. Vote for me. And I keep saying, I just flip-flop like this because I'm win. And I know people don't like that. You gotta choose one, you gotta choose a side. And no, I don't. No, the hell I don't. That's our issue. Main issue. Maturity once, and you don't even see it. You play this on a political scale, this red and blue thing, and you so cool with it, that's why gang banging, it could be quelled easily. By the powers to be and all that stuff in there, it could be quelled in such a fashion that I've seen it before. But the reason why I got quelled, because back in the day when I was growing up, and I ain't gonna tell you when I said, cause y'all, it was when Top Notches got shot and killed, along with that Top Notches killing cop, because it was dirty. And because a high-ranking cop got killed, they swept all the leaders, top leaders, and all the, well, they call it capos and all that stuff. This is in the 80s. Swept them off the ground, off the, and all the little Indians don't know what to do. It was killing out there, but they just ain't know what to do. They was purging themselves. And after it stopped, all the leaders in prison and jail. Nobody to call no shots and stuff like that. And after a while, it bonded itself up because it had to look for dudes. New insight came in, new list said, like, no, we tearing ourselves up out here, man. We ain't got to do that. See what I'm talking about? So, as you see today, they didn't put some up. Some up right now. And what do you have? A little fighting, because some is up. And some was able to still touch them streets in some way. See what I'm talking about? Once that stuff inside get dealt with and have to sit it down and can't have that communication like that, prime time to come in and say, hey, some are up in there right now because they won't change. Act like they want peace. Act like they quelling stuff and got stuff under control, but just taking the money and playing the same game. We gotta stop playing out here. You know, different. So I say that because we say choose a side. You got grown folks, choose a side, choose a side. You have to, and it's the same reason why gangbanging still exists. You're saying grown folks making these kids choose a side. Your family power rule, your family blood, your family crip, your family disciple, your family stone. You always. See what I'm talking about? Come on, stop playing. Stop playing. And then now when it's got so much out of hand that it's at everybody's doorstep that you can get a downtown, getting the barbecue sandwich, a down over there at the nail shop, at the grocery store, at the concert. You know, was only for certain places, codes. OGs know. OGs know. Everybody shaking here. Everybody, yeah, you right. Yeah, it was all, yeah, it was a code. Ain't no code no more. Ain't no code more. It's fun to them. See what I'm talking about? Why? No discipline. Not all. But I ask a question. I really do. Real talk. OGs. That's for the OGs. All of them. Across the world. Because you're not going to tell me that 75% of you, when you sit up there and the young man who got taken out here in Fort Worth with his daughter, young baby, uncalled for. Should have never happened. How many advocated like, nah, that ain't cold? How many said it within themselves and was like, watching the news like, or heard it like, no, bro. Nah, that ain't cold. You see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? No, why hit you like that? That's reality. It's a check to see within that 40, 45, 50, 60, 70-year-old body that you have. If a conscience seeped in there to the factor of, you know fully well when you was doing it, hitting that grind, that's something that's off limits, yo. That's off limits. That's why I'm here, because none of you can tell me no different. And you know I'm telling the truth. Act like I ain't live out there in California if you want to. Act like I didn't see this behavior if you want to. Pay attention to the factors that the group that I was around, essays, vato locos, young ones not knowing, now know. I was around the little Mexican mafias and stuff like that that was headed to the San Jose side, big mafia on that hill type thing. Yeah. Don't look at me as me, stop. You know what I'm saying? What I'm alluding to is those that I was around, no disrespect to my Hispanic family, but they wasn't coming over to get no education. They was coming over to work on them, out there on them farms, San Jose and Sacramento and stuff like that, out places like that, in them farms and stuff like that, right? Bro, I think went off, did something offshore a couple of times and stuff like that, seaports and stuff like that, ocean port. So not very educated, you see what I'm talking about? And up on the gang life like that. See what I'm talking about? But representing their sector based off of the influence of other gangs and stuff like that around it. Because we was young. I know I was young, and those that I seen in the 18s and the 20s and stuff like that, you see what I'm talking about? Still abiding by a certain rules. Always. Always. Knowing this, because my mother coming over here looking for me, and they looking upside my head. See what I'm talking about? It's a code. Code. So that goes to the person who says, "Oh, you got to choose a side. Man, get out of here with that." That's what's wrong with our kids today. See what I'm talking about? Our babies today who they don't necessarily want to talk. We be thinking they all want to game. No, they ain't forced to. A lot of them. This is reality. It was my reality. He either gonna run with these cats, or you gonna get ganged up on. And I'm trying to tell you something. I ran with them until the young lady starts spurting up in you. You know what I'm saying? Get to 13, 12, 13, stuff like that. And I ain't nothing around some essays. So who I'm gonna be dating? This is trill. You know what I'm saying? So get the date night. Same. Watch this. Knowing well. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I'm giving you something. On a little black spot in the 250 radius. I getting to want to date senoritas. Just date them. Not getting the house yet or nothing like that. Just date. I'm getting chased. No. What you mean? No. See what I'm talking about? Stop playing, man. Y'all playing stuff. We just didn't put in that context because it didn't sit easy. It still don't sit easy. How this works. I get it. It's power structure, beloved. That's what I'm saying. Right? It's power structure. And power structure do anything it can do, all right, to get back in power. Power looking ugly right now. There used to be power. It's in courts. It's in fraud. You see the red team over there always coming to the podium with some, how much you get this time? How much? God, and it's a who you know. And it's a domino effect. A lot of people had their hands in the cookie jar. And when you get caught, like in this system, your hands in the cookie jar, it's like, you gonna tell on me? You gonna tell on me? You gonna give me a piece? Piece of what? Whatever. This for that. Quid pro quo. Quid pro. Yeah, quid pro. Military stuff. Quid. I'll give you something. You scratch my back. I'll do something for you. You do something for me. Let's wind it up. Cause you was wondering like, but Sean, everybody, yeah, everybody can go corrupt. Yeah, it's possible. It's just 50 grand. Who gonna miss 50 grand? Just 5,000 here. It's just taxpayers' money. How they gonna know? And then squeeze you for your taxes. Take your social security number and spread it around. Say you tax fraud and all that stuff. That's the thing right now. And keep with the Optimal RX. Optimal RX is gonna get themselves in trouble. They don't know. I still got that stuff from 3 years ago, 3 years ago, and all that stuff about the business and stuff like that, and that tax number. That little I don't know. He's Korean or Chinese. I don't know. He come with them glasses and stuff. Lou, whatever he is. He think I don't know. He think I forgot. But yeah, Spirit of Most High gonna go and get you, bro. We already been doing that, but just so much other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's easy, beloved. That's why y'all listen, and y'all know it's truthful because you link up my life and what's happened to so many of us, and we speak them volumes, right? You're like, why you shutting him down? Why? And you go see it, and you go check and stuff like that. You can put this stuff together. We the truth tellers, you know what I'm saying? That's who we are. We put the world back in balance where the world was so out of balance, 70% corrupt, 30% trying to keep standing stuff up. You see what I'm talking about? Like, damn. The roof is, you thought I was gonna say it's on fire. No, it's on the roof wanna collapse. The roof won't, hold it up, nobles. Disciples. See what I'm talking about? Disciples. Because if the roof collapse, is it gonna fall on you? Yeah, it's gonna fall on me too. And then you keep working. Why you keep working? Keep working on the conscious and hearts and sound minds because people are starting to come to the fact that having corrupt and greedy people around us in the system and doing what it do is worse than, makes it worse. It's infested. It's a dis-ease. You see what I'm talking about? Puts everybody at dis-ease. Dis-ease. Why is that? Everybody looking like, you know this food filthy. Why you ain't doing it? So it makes the other people look bad because they not doing nothing about it. So the whole thing, that's why I say, we keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? Both sides look bad. Everything look bad up in here. You know what I'm saying? But it continues to work itself out because people saying, nah, I don't want to live. People conscious messing with them. Not getting no sleep, you know what I'm saying? Bags up on the eyes. You can tell, you know what I'm saying? The reversal of the human body structure cannot handle all that. Ulcers and stuff like that. You can tell that too because when they push their antics at you, it's like, damn, why are they pushing? Why do they want to tickle your stomach? And why they want to, right? I guess them reversals of them energy, and let me get off here. All right, liquefying in their insides. Y'all stay good out here, all right? We keep you posted. We keep you updated, perspective and stuff like, you know, the way that can come out only this way from this one, like this, you know what I'm saying? Others can duplicate, try, but yeah, you know, you be bored with that. You be laughing at them like, you ain't even got no jokes with it to sustain me. And then, you know, you can put me to wake up! Wake up! All right, let me get out here, y'all. I gotta get out here before I lose my 100 and you better not. My finger a thermostat. Damn. Ooh, go lower, because the heat, does the heat rise up or rise down? Oh, okay. It didn't cool off, believe it or not. It didn't cool, that's about 1.5. When I got the car, it was 1.8, but that AC was on in the 8, so it's 1.5, 1.4. Y'all keep drinking water out here, all right? No necessary to lose nobody and stuff like that. But know that, keep that water with you. Don't overexert yourself. You just starting off stuff, walk in, you know, boom, boom, something smooth, and all that. Electrify yourself so you can light up like a light bulb in your house tonight. Make some music. Y'all gonna make some music? What y'all gonna make? Huh? Let me get the word, y'all. Hey, so thank y'all for attending. 432. I got you. Just like I had to follow Angel Jess's in green. I'm following, bro. Just give me time, man. I'm one of them to be peeping out stuff and stuff like that. But we got angles and stuff. Love what you're doing. Daddy daycare. Love it. Love it. Love it. Keep showing that beautiful interest in that beautiful, well, not interest, that beautiful, genuine know what your duty, your purpose, all of us. You know what I'm talking about? You got them babies in. Shout out to you fathers out there, man. I love watching y'all with y'all family, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. Real talk. That ain't saying I don't be watching y'all ladies. I'm sorry. I ain't watching my man's lady. I just don't. I can't do that. And you know we gotta be careful about that because that's what the propaganda on these things is. Oh, you a house wrecker and all that. What the hell I ain't no house wrecker. I raised the roof for the fam, for the couple. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So never men. You know, that's who I am. If your beautiful one is a oracle seer, tarot card reader, stuff like that. You know, I love when y'all make yourselves known and stuff like that. Not to territorial, but it do let a brother know, like, yeah, hey, we good? Yeah, I'm just getting some info and assistance. A sister that sees a brother don't have another. So understanding that playing the role of listening, giving advice, and lending a heartful hand. That's it. Platonic. See what I'm talking about? Sean ain't no player like that. And I ain't gonna start being on this internet because that stuff that's dangerous. All right. And I encourage so many others, you know, don't play no games on this internet with people hard and stuff like that. That's why I tell it like it is, because I don't need nobody coming over me. Well, you said this or you was. If you misunderstand, then you know, say you misunderstand, because you already know what I'm good at, what I'm gifted at. Putting it straight, laying it straight. That's right. That's right. All right. So it's 52:34 on the clock. You already know I'm gonna go for 55. So I'm gonna lay some. I might go for an hour. Lay some. They're getting that ball good too. Oh. In a lot of these cases, I think another thing we missing, case the situation be so volatile and so right there, the little things, the attention, things gonna happen. Things gonna happen. But our attention on where we're at, our attention of as parents knowing our boundaries, as parents knowing our roles, as parents being involved. And it's not no case, it's just me looking at all kinds of cases and situations where young people are in stuff and are in our awareness of, you're not gonna know definitely what they in, but the company they keep, you know, the things they doing, you know what I'm saying? The things they're not saying, they come out. And you're like, well, you didn't know this, you know, you didn't know this. And I equate that to It's weird because we're so informational, a society right now. Like data is gold, information is gold, but it's like unaware of our information around us, so we're more attentive. So it might be a part of what somebody said though. Could it be social media that's mm, so we hit it? Could social media be I say it like this example. One said, Sean, these fools gonna have to leave you alone after a while because half of them ain't taking care of their kids, their own ain't paying attention. They watching you do your stuff. You gonna do your stuff. You gonna make, you know what I'm saying? But they, so it's like, that's trill. You know, they're watching me all the time and we're working, orchestrating to block this, do this, and all that, forgetting about your own life. You know? Now I equate that. So you the true man, you part of this main character thing, and that's happening with you. But that's not everybody. So then, what's the same thing? Just because it's a different pocket, just because it's a different 12 of the compass, this circumference is the 72 that we broke down to, which in being our pieces that we broke into, right? Behavior and all this kind of stuff. It's just another situation, another place. That's it. That's the difference. You can tell this because not all of them. I know that our alphabets to set up some scenarios with that and make it seem like everybody going through the same, but they not. I'm not that stupid. But enough of us that are outspoken, tell it like it is, da da da, going through the same things, right? Tells that, shows that, showcases that. Right? I'm finna go, y'all. Shoot, the devil alive. Sun about to go down, and I'm over here sitting down. Boy, stop playing. Let me go and get out of here. Did I make it? 57. You already. All right. So is it raining? It ain't raining. Top of this rooftop, it ain't raining at all. It got trees on it. Sound like the top of the rooftop of my car when them electric people that outside my car be messing with the car, trying to make me think this. I ain't going crazy. We know you can mess with the car just like you mess with the computer. It's a computer car. We got you. We ain't food. Y'all stay copacetic out here, man. And just understand, allegedly, disclaimer, all that, hopefully I didn't cuss or nothing, stay within the guidelines. This should get loaded. Didn't use any proverbials and stuff like that, and all these new rules. But ain't no new rules, it's just people butthurt because, what? Staging it. Staging it. Good at what you do. Y'all stay good. Drink water. I'm gonna keep saying drink water. And you know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Work to make karma your slave. For sure. So we can talk about that. We got to work to make karma your slave. Work to make karma your slave. Create hubbub and rubub and stubub so that karma can come around. Put karma in the chokehold with my meditation and prayer. Definitely put karma in the chokehold when you bath and body and we talking about it, getting off our chest. Put karma in the chokehold when you come over to this golf course and hit these little balls, man, instead of trying to hit somebody with the golf cart. Don't run nobody over with no car. I ain't got no golf cart. I'm sitting down. I'm finna walk over there. See, I put karma in the chokehold. I ain't trying to get in the golf course and run somebody over. Some vanilla dude. Y'all did just enough. put karma in a chokehold when you get on this phone, and you can put in words and expression and talk to you and use situations and stuff to help grow and lift and show another perspective. Open closed minds that folks want your mind to be closed and operate in a negative way. Be negative. Be negative with them. When you supposed to be the king teacher out here. You damn sure acting poor in the mind. I'm saying something out here. Bah! In a loving peace.